You're in tune to Chicago's most popular college music radio station. 89.3 is WKKC. This is Focus Talk, the thought-provoking, solution-oriented talk show, daring to make a difference in our communities, talking on a regular basis because we're coming together, solving problems, creating ideas, and changing the entire game. We're doing it with your help, from Chicago to Inglewood, throughout the entire world. Joining me today in the studio is Miss Tamara Holmes, who has been on the other side of the microphone on a great deal. However, today she's flipping the script and doing something a little different. She's my co-host. Tamara, how are you today?
I'm great. Dennis, how about you?
I am well. Thank you for hanging out with me today and making me look better. I appreciate that.
Well, no problem.
Joining me in the studio is my guest, King Samson.
Yeah, I like how y'all did that little come on too. I like how y'all do that. Like, for real. Y'all did that right there.
Now, King Samson, there's a lot going on with you, and there's a lot going on with your particular message right now, social media, news feed, so on and so forth. Why is that?
Because I really just declared the beef with a lot of rappers that I was like faking tour with, or you know, that we was like feuding and stuff like that, making songs about each other, stuff like that. I just really called off the beef on my end to see what they would say, what they would reach back out to me.
So, considering that you have been in that particular area, you've been in that space, you know these different people, what's your background? Why is that such an interesting piece, and that you would have the power to call that particular call?
Because I really like, well, when I was beefing with the guys, I really wasn't playing. We was doing a lot, saying a lot, and you know, and a lot happened since in these last years that people was beefing, like the rappers was beefing from both sides. So for me to call it, being one of the first people that was engaging in the beef, then it's probably like kind of big, you know, and powerful, like that I would have the word to do it because I got the people behind me to do it.
Okay. So riddle me this. I'm just going to ask you point blank. Why would other cats listen to you?
Because we really we was hands-on with it when we first started. Like, we was hands-on with the beef. If they wanted beef, we'd do it for real. Kind of more so when in my younger days, like, we would kind of engage in it a little differently than we would do now. So, you know, with that being said, so like they probably listen to me because they know that if it was beef, it would be beef for real. You know what I'm saying? So with me calling off the beef, that probably would be the best thing to do.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm asking, I guess maybe what I'm asking is a little psychology here, and you correct me if I'm wrong. If you're able to call it off, then that means that you knew or you had part in what got it started.
Yeah, from my end. But I can't speak for those guys if they gonna want to call it off, if they people gonna want to call it off, you understand? Like, but from my end, I can control my people. So if I say it's off on my end, then it's off on my end. Now it's for them to, you know, take initiative.
Well, then just speak to me from your point of view.
Well, my point of view, it's off. I don't got no beef with those guys.
What was the issue in the first place?
A lot of people died behind that, not on my end or they, you know, on their end, or just from particular parts of the city. If it was a GD and BD war, then a lot of people was dying from everywhere.
So basically it got real.
It got real. And
it
there was people dying from everywhere, not just my neighborhood.
Right.
So it got real in other people's neighborhoods and everything. So, you know, with me being one of the first to engage in it, and I'm trying to tell them, like, man, okay, see if we can get off of it. I want to see what's going to happen.
So when you have, like, during when all of this beef started and now to where you are right now, what was the pivotal point where you said, you know what, it ain't even worth it?
To be honest, like, God, like, I really woke up like, man, like, when that Fredo stuff happened, and it wasn't about no guns and nothing. It was like, you know, like he died from natural cause, like really like his own drinking and live, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. That really like is really deep. You know what I'm saying? Feel like some other type of way. Nobody took him his life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to see, after that, can we see if we can end the beef? So, you know, we can. Then we don't even gotta die from guns.
Look, that's real interesting that you said that. Coming from where I'm from Maywood, I'm from the streets. So I lost half of the cats that I went to elementary school with by the time I went to high school.
Right.
By the time I graduated college, we buried another 40, 50 of them, or they was in prison.
Right.
So when you look at somebody your age dying from natural causes, juxtaposed to somebody your age getting shot up, and the person that died from natural causes impact you more.
Yeah, it's crazy because I do the
and
same
that's-
type of drugs. Like,
That's exactly.
you know, like, so it's like, as soon as that happened, I feel like I told my bros, I need to go to the doctor. Want to see what's going on with my liver and all that, kidney and all that.
So that's what I'm trying to walk down the path in this conversation is, I think you ultimately came to the realization that life is valuable.
It's too short.
It's too short.
Yeah, and we could really do a lot if we really if we put our if we come together and try to put some thought behind what we gonna do. We could really do a lot.
So now, riddle me this, King Samson. So this is the initial step, saying, you know, we gonna stop.
Yeah, from my end to see what they gonna say. So this the initial stop. Like my hands is up. So I want to see how would they come now? Like what can we do now? To you know what I'm saying, to show the other brothers or the other hoods and the other neighborhoods and everybody, like what can we do?
Well, let me ask you this: what do you envision?
I know what I can do on my side, Southside Town, Auburn, Gresham. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a change over there, and our violence gonna be down. So we're gonna try to trick it on to other neighborhoods. We're gonna go around. We gonna talk to them. We gonna see.
One of the things that impacted me the most, and I've never been in gangs, but all of my friends was in gangs. I've never been. I was on a path to destruction, and I found something that changed my life, which was airplanes. What I regretted most after I went through the transformation that you going through and that you see for yourself was all of the people that I led astray when I was foolish. That was a burden for me to do right because I led so many people wrong. You a king. You named yourself king. Kings are leaders, right? And they have followers inherently. As a leader and as a king, what do you see yourself doing to not pay penance or make amends, but to correct what you've already done wrong
I'm
and moving
gonna
forward?
try to show them, like, I'm gonna take the steps to do it first. That's why I did it first.
That's what's up.
And I'm gonna take the steps to see if my people gonna follow me. See, but this what y'all don't know. This is wrong and right, cause if you want to come back to your block, why would you say you not into it with some other niggas that people into it with? You know what I'm saying? So it's I put myself on the line to try to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if
That's
it
what
works,
kings
it works.
do.
So we gonna see what's gonna happen.
So is there a level that you may be marking success to say, you know what, if this happened, that happened, then we're gonna move forward, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that?
There's gonna be a lot of success around Chicago.
Okay.
If this could really happen, there's gonna be a lot of success around Chicago. It's gonna really be like Atlanta, 20 people on, and you know what I'm saying, everybody eating and circulating. It's gonna if we could do it. But if we can't do it, it still might be kind of good just for take the initiative, because the murder's gonna go down for sure.
Ain't that the goal though, for everybody to eat? I mean,
yeah, but you know when you're stuck in your ways.
Yeah,
you know, if you don't want
you the mentality in the hood is that it's not enough for everybody to eat, but everybody.
No, they know it's enough for everybody. These dollars get made every day. They make these dollars. It's enough to go around. But if you don't want the next person to eat, then you know what I'm saying. Then you're not gonna put in that word for them, because the people they might ask you about me, but you know it's on you to say like, oh yeah, man, they might be good people. I don't know them like that. But if you turn them down like, no, they the opposition or they this, then we're not gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but
is there a plan, King Samson, of working hand in hand with law enforcement?
Yeah, and I might run for alderman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I don't have a felony.
That's what's up.
So I might try to see, and if they discriminate for the tattoos, I might sue them. You know what I'm saying? So I would see if I get these 300 to 600 votes to run for alderman. I just want my name on the ballot. I don't gotta win or nothing, but I'm gonna show them that it's possible that we could do this too. Okay. And I'll probably more of affect in my neighborhood than somebody coming over there trying to be the alderman.
Now you putting it out there, you saying it. You putting it out there, you saying that. You stand on that. You get
November 26th. That's when the she's supposed to be in. I read it and everything. I'm gonna try.
How many signatures you need?
I'm gonna see. I'm 300 to 600.
300 to 600 signatures. What ward you in?
Auburn Gresham.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna see if I could do it.
So now, have you began to garner any help from?
Yeah,
other
we
officials?
just I'm gonna meet with the alderman of Gresham tomorrow, and I'm just gonna talk to him. I don't know if I want to tell him I'm running yet, because he might not want to
you
talk to
saying
me
it
how
on
he want to
radio.
talk to me. And he might not listen to this because he's probably not into the radio.
You'll be surprised.
Man, he might be. Well, if he is, he got it. Well, I know I could take it from under him, because it just is. I'm more of a factor in my neighborhood than he is.
Let's say that, and this may very well possibly be that the mayor is listening to this broadcast right now.
I'm gonna run for mayor next if I get alderman. And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna go into it, because like it's something there, and we can only help our neighborhood. They don't even know what's going on to talk about the problem.
What would be your platform? Like if you came up,
I'm gonna
what's
go
your number
door to
one?
door for real, and I'm gonna talk to them, ask them what we need for real. What y'all
What we
think we
need?
need help with for
Name
real?
3 things right now we need in our community.
All 3 things is help with the kids, because we got to say the youth. You know, everybody else, we really already passed what we could do. We got to
That's
say
right.
the youth. So if we can say the youth, then we gonna win.
So if the mayor asks for a sit down to talk to you about your plan, about the truce, what would you say?
I
What
sit
would you
down
talk
with
about?
them. I sit down with them, talk to them, and I try to tell them things that we really need on the gun violence and all this stuff. Is not the way that they trying to go. When you bring in more police who don't really want to help, that's not helping us. That's putting more bad guys on the street, because they really not trying to help for real. If you really sit down and talk to them people and try to know the community and all that, it probably would get better if the police wanted to know the community that they patrolling. You don't want to know not a civilian in the neighborhood and you riding around all day. You really is like the opposition to us.
Not
You know
there
what I'm
to
saying?
not
You're
there
not
to
there to
protect
help
and
us.
serve.
You're not there to help us. You're not asking what we need or nothing. You trying to take us right off the street, and it really starts with the police, because before you get to the judge, the police put you in the back seat.
I believe
and
that.
they make the case.
I already know.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you where I was from. So
it's just a lot. You know, but it's gonna start. It's gonna help. But I'm gonna start it right now. I'm gonna see what I can do.
And so as far as the police knowing what citizens need, what do they need?
We need help. We want to be talked to too.
Okay.
We want to, they pulling up like we the bad guys, but sometimes when you the good guy, or if you protecting the blocks that you be on from outsiders, is what you would call it if this was your neighborhood. And when the police come through, but you don't have to have guns all the time. You can be sitting out there, y'all could be doing anything. The police pull up like they run the block.
one
And
of the
that's
things
not.
that came out in several studies last year was the malpractice of law enforcement in Chicago, not just the way that they patrol and police the community, but actual criminal activity and illegal activity that police officers participate in. If you had an opportunity to create a forum with police officers and people who stand on your team, what would be your ask? What would you ask the police for?
Be less aggressive first.
Yeah.
And when they come with like don't come as we the bad guys. Come try to see first what's going on, run your background, do all that first, you feel me? Because when you come, and they might look at me and see that I'm the baddest guy because I got tats all on my face, everything. I don't have a background. You know what I'm saying?
So you just asking for the same respect that they give
You know
other
what I'm saying?
people
That
in
you
other
give
communities.
people in other communities, it's the same way. But if you pulled up and respected our community, we'll respect y'all. Because the same thing, imagine if we knew the officer, like, oh, hey, brother Johnson. And he'd be like, man, we'll move off the street because, man, they're going to be coming back in 15 minutes.
You know that's what happened
We
in
had
other
the streets
neighborhoods,
clear
though, right?
in 15 minutes for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just that they got to talk to us, and they got to, and not talk to us like, well, he's a snitch because he talked to the police. You know what I'm saying? They got to make it comfortable for us to talk to them without, you know what I'm saying?
How do you help your brothers understand?
They understand.
No, what I'm about to say is, how do you help your brothers understand about snitching in the community, and when, if ever, it's appropriate to be able to make sure that people that's innocent, that people that, young kids getting killed, you got You got little kids lured in the alleyway getting shot in the head.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
But that was all over the news though.
I'm from
that was okay.
I'm from right there.
That was all over the. That was all over national news. Okay.
What happened before
okay.
That? What happened before that?
I know about. I don't know about much of, but what I see in the media. So I'm talking about.
In the media, what happened before the little boy got shot?
Some girl got shot in the
some
car.
mother got
Somebody's
shot.
mother
You
got
see what
shot.
I'm saying? So it's like
the retaliation.
It's the like you
it's
know,
a cycle.
and it's a street code because if a street code goes like in the street code, like if is really no rules in the streets.
Right.
So you can't. And like
it used to be.
And I don't know. Well, they took that off when they did the gang code RICO. If you say you run your block and you can go to jail, then it's really no one who can run the block. So
Yeah.
I can't tell them to go to school. I can't tell them to like, yeah, man, don't be out here at 4 o'clock because they said we can't do that. Well, that's gang code RICO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they made it all bad for us. They know what they doing because they running it. They making the rules. You know what I'm saying? So
it's kind of like you up against
they leaving
the
everybody
police.
off astray. They
Yeah.
just want
So it's a catch-22.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just want everybody off astray. Like it's like they leading them. They not letting us lead them. They don't want us to lead them.
So that's what I'm saying about we could. There's all these initiatives to deal with the police, to deal with.
Police can't stop nothing.
Yeah. So
Police
what I'm
can't
saying.
stop nothing. The president can't stop nothing. The politicians can't stop nothing. Nobody can stop nothing unless you put the streets into the streets.
So what I'm saying.
Unless you get people their power back. The guys like for real. This real talk. Larry Hoover, Jeff Ford, and them. They really. You know what I'm saying?
They was moving the community. They was feeding.
They was
back.
really, but really like they was really like helping the community. Let alone it was violence, but it was less violence. But it was more of like they telling them guys to go to school. They open up community centers. They doing all of that. Why they doing the other stuff? But I don't know the other stuff. But why they doing it? They doing it. You get what I'm saying? But when you tell somebody that they can't tell somebody else something, then it kind of do get bad.
So the power that you talk about restoring it, what happened to it?
They took that away. That's an act, man. Gang code RICO. If you say you know what I'm saying, it's hearsay. So somebody could say like Samson run this block or you run that block or she run that block and you can go to jail. It's something that happened on that block.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? There's some other stuff going on there. Like, why would you say like, man, go to school, little bro, or don't be out here at 4 o'clock. You don't even want to tell nobody nothing. It's every man for himself now.
So King
So
Samson,
it's not even gangs, it's cliques too.
that
Yeah.
information about RICO and about you saying you run this particular block, where you get that from?
It's out here. And people went to jail. That's kind of like what Bobby Smurder went to jail for. That's kind of like for what people go to jail for. It's like he didn't do nothing. His guys did something, but it's like he's in a conspiracy. That's like the conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? It's like
So since
you
he runs, then
affiliated,
you're
you
responsible.
affiliated. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? You responsible. You affiliated.
So it's kind of like there are rules and there is a code, but it's lawlessness.
It's lawless.
It's like the Wild
they
West.
took it for months. Like nobody can do nothing.
But you want to run for alderman.
Yeah, because I can do something from that standpoint. I can go sit in these meetings with these police and with these other people and tell them what we talking about.
So what would you say to the people in your community like, oh, he's playing for other team. He ain't representing us.
Man,
How do you stay entrenched in the community and still move and try to make moves
I'm
for your
from
people?
there, so I know the community. I'm from there, so I know the community. But so I would really get hands on and ask them what we really need. I would really throw meetings to see what we really need and what the people want to do of my community that I'm the
Making yourself available.
Yeah.
Kind of like the conduit
You
between.
know what I'm saying? Then I would see, and I would bring the police to those meetings. I would bring other people to these meetings so they can see what the people want. And maybe the same thing that we want in our neighborhood, they want in the next neighborhood.
You know who you remind me of talking to you? You seen
that?
interviews of Tupac?
That's why I didn't want to. That's why I don't like doing interviews because I'm too smart for this shit. They might try to do something to me.
You can't swear. I don't think.
No, for real.
But listening to you talk and hearing your passion, I know that it's real. I know that there's a level of intelligence behind what you're saying, and it might, be that you don't have enough forums and enough opportunities to really sit down and have conversations with the stuff that's going on in your
Sometimes
head.
I don't even like talking to people.
Yeah.
And sometimes when people know you know more than them or you smarter than them, they don't want to help you.
You a
out
threat.
No more.
You a threat.
Yeah, they don't want to help you out no more. So I really don't try to.
Do you
not to
write
talk.
outside the music? Do you write?
No, I don't even write my music. I go in there, I don't write it. I just go off my head.
So King Samson, what would make you different as alderman than the present alderman?
Because I'm from that neighborhood.
So would you be able to
I probably
change
know
the
every
system?
civilian in my neighborhood. I know my grandma run that. I know everybody on my block. I know everybody on the next block. I know everybody on them. I know everybody to 81st. I know everybody to 83rd. I grew up around there, so I know them, and they know me. So I might could help better than the person who's around because he don't know these people. He don't even know what's going on over there.
So if he doesn't know them,
I never saw my alderman of Auburn Gresham. I don't even.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
So tomorrow will be your first time seeing
my
your
first time
alderman.
ever seeing him, everything, touching him, meeting him, everything.
so now if he doesn't know everybody that you know and you grew up in that area, but he was able to become alderman and not knowing them, how do you feel as though that you would be able to do so?
Because I'm going to go door to door for real.
Mm.
And I'm going to get them cities just for real. And if I can't do it, I can't do it. But I'm going to try. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to see what I can do.
Okay.
For my people, for Auburn Gresham, just to see. Because I think everybody else, the activist leaders and all these people, they really don't know what's going on. And they'll take some cash. I won't.
So is there, in your opinion, is there more to it than just notoriety, being able to know the people and seeing what?
I think if you're the alderman of that, you should know the people in the community. Because it's not a big community. Like Auburn Gresham not big, like Chatham not big, because it's all sections. You know what I'm saying? Inglewood not that big if you look at the section of it. You know what I'm saying? So you should know the people in your community.
Yeah, and you've been walking it, so you know
what
how
I'm saying?
big it
You been
is.
walking there, you need to go to the schools in it. You should know. The people should know you. That's what I think.
You have a family yet? You got
Yeah, I
any
got
children?
kids. You want to
Well-
know how many kids I got?
If you want to share.
I got 6 kids. I started young.
So what's your legacy? What's gonna be your legacy for your children?
I think my kids already skipping grades and everything with they man, so I don't know what them. They might be Einstein. I don't know.
What you want them to when they're grown? What do you want them to think about who you was as a father and as a man
Well,
to them?
I mean, they know me differently. They don't know. They know my rap and all that stuff. They looking at my videos and all that, but I don't think they look at me like that.
They just see daddy.
Yeah, they see that. So they don't really care about that.
You got girls?
Yeah.
You got a girl?
Yeah, she loves me to death. To death.
And so, what do you tell your kids about where they are and what's going on?
It's entertainment and all the stuff that they see around. Like, don't believe that it's entertainment. And the tattoos on daddy's face and the hair. I would never let my son do this. It's kind of gay, but it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's entertainment. Like, so I tell him that. So he won't want to do it because I did it.
But he's gonna want to do it because
daddy did it.
No, he's not gonna want to do it. Don't want to do it.
No?
No, I tell him it's entertainment.
Well, riddle me this. If it's entertainment
He's not trying to entertain. He want to be a basketball.
and you know it,
You know what I'm saying?
but why do you do it?
It's entertainment. Because I want to make them feel like I'm trying to make them feel like I'm not as tough as they think I am. They think I'm just the ultimate. So I'm trying to cool myself down by doing stuff like that.
well, you daddy, so you always gonna be superhero. You always gonna be larger than
To
life.
my kids, they love me to death. They know I'm the ultimate, you know that. But to the streets, they think I'm a total different person, like the baddest person that you can name. They want to put me in a category with that. That's how they do me. You know what I'm saying? But for a person to not have a felony, to not have, you know what I'm saying? So like, how can you, what stories have you heard? What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, it's hearsay, she saying, that's what people go off. It's like, you know, the internet and all the blogs and everything. But since I don't do interviews and I don't talk to people and I stay to myself and all that, nobody would never know. So they just, I just let them run with it.
King Samson, I'm curious. You've mentioned on 3 different occasions that you don't have any paper on you. No record. So, in these years that you've lived, and in these years that you've been through the hood, what have you done that you haven't got caught up?
I'm saying I had cases. I even took a gun cases for my homie. You know what I'm saying? I beat the case. You know what I'm saying? God was on my side.
I was
but,
just
you know
about
what
to
I'm
say,
saying?
you
Like,
already know.
Yeah, like it was just that, you know? And then I really think before I do. You know, people could say, "Oh, he did this, he did that," but they never saw that.
You mentioned God a couple of times.
I believe in God.
What role is your faith playing in this next move for your life?
Oh, because I took a big step to even do that. Man, because people on my side, they weren't too happy, but I gotta do what I gotta do for me.
You feel like God is with you in this move?
Yeah, every move.
How do you know that?
I'm here for a reason. I've been shot 5 different times. Colostomy bags and everything else. So if the gun won't stop me, then, and I tried everything, I did everything except positive stuff. Doing the good, trying to do something right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see where this go.
Okay. Well, I want you to do me this favor. Will you keep in touch with me?
Yes, sir.
And let me know your progress?
Sir. I'm definitely gonna keep in touch with you and let you know my progress.
I appreciate that.
It's time.
I appreciate that. Okay.
It's time. I'm about to do it too. Y'all gonna be hearing a lot more. Like he done did this, he done did that. All positive, big steps. I'm telling you.
Okay. So the next move that you make, will you come back and give us the exclusive?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna hold you to that.
It's gonna be bigger than Chance. See, when people do stuff like that and they're not really as in the hood, it doesn't work.
Okay.
I could have gave 10,000 to one school and it would have worked more than him giving it to 5 schools. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to be in that community to do what you're trying to do. You just can't talk. You just can't do it. You just can't walk and say, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this. I'm giving out this. I'm giving out that." That shit doesn't mean nothing. Sorry, that stuff doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't mean nothing. You have to really be hands-on and tell them what you're trying to do or say what you're trying to do, or it's not gonna work. So when you just giving it out, it's like you just do that for the taxes. When you can really make a change because they looking up to you. So if you really want to make a change, you can make a change. You know what I'm saying? You doing that, then you going back out of town for 50 days. It doesn't work. If you stay here for a month and put in some work, it might just work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show them though, and I'm better than I could tell them. Then whatever they want to do after that, I know I'm gonna be all in. I know I might run from there after that. I know that for sure. If they do it, I'm suing them for discrimination if they try to play about the tattoos or anything, or I don't have a background. I graduated school, whatever they want to do, whatever they want to play. I'm getting on that ballot for all of them.
What high school did you go to?
Park, Leo. I went to a lot of high schools because I got moved around from different stuff. You know, I wasn't a really, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really a good kid like that. I mean, I played sports, I did all that. I mean, but I had like attention. I didn't pay attention.
When did you realize that school was just not gonna be?
Probably like junior year. Like I just
Junior year in high
didn't
school?
want to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You know how you get on something, you don't pay attention. I wasn't paying attention. So I knew. My mama paid for me to go to school, to Leo, all type of stuff. It didn't work. And then I be wondering, like, my kid's so smart. I'm not book smart like that. But anything else, anything else, I could make you move. But book smart like that, like I can't really. You know what I'm saying? And if I read, I got to read the page 3 times before I really. You know what I'm saying? Comprehend the whole page. Yeah. But I'm understand it though, you know what I'm saying? But I'm probably not as fast as most, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to understand every word.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it first on 89.3 WKKC. We've been talking to King Samson. He's making some moves in the city of Chicago to change the face of Chicago. And so we're going to watch you as you watch us.
Okay.
And we'll hopefully make some moves together.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being here.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much.
You're in tune to Chicago's most popular college music radio station, 89.3 WKKC.
You're watching FocusTalk TV
with your host, Dennis Snipe.
Subscribe to the FocusTalk TV YouTube channel. Follow at FocusTalk TV on Instagram and Twitter, and join in on the conversation on the FocusTalk TV Facebook page. And in the meantime, remember to stay focused.